Hi everyone, welcome to the next edition of Addington News. Gee, there's a race meeting here Friday night, Darren Williams. It's the Lamb and Haywood Canterbury Classic, the 51st running of this most important race leading towards the IRT New Zealand Cup.
Yeah, look, it's an absolute beauty. We're going to leave you with a video from the first time it was actually called the Canterbury Classic, I think 2007, Classic Cullen. So we'll leave you with that on the way out to have a look at. It was a great field, and this week's race is just outstanding. The numbers that we've got for those races are really good, and even the understudy race, the handicap race is really positive as well. And just on that, the rescheduled Canterbury Park Trotting Cup, the Stevie Golding Canterbury Park Trotting Cup will be the 15th of October, as we said last week. We've also added a free-for-all type pace into that program. It's a handicap race, back mark about 25, 75 and faster, probably about 20,000. It's that fill-in race before Ashburton, Kaikoura, so that looking at the numbers, we just want to create that extra opportunity for those horses.
Yep, and it'll be a great race as well. Just want to talk about the owners for this week. Now, we've started the box seat, it's back underway, and there's plenty of information on that. You can go to HRNZ or watch it on Trackside to get that. You talked a lot about going forward towards the Cup. What about owners this week?
Yeah, so as far as the Cup goes, all of that information's out there, so we won't repeat that. As you say, interview with myself and one with Gary Woodham on the box seat, so have a look at that. Owners this week, so as we said, we've come under a bit of pressure to try and have some hospitality for owners, and as we keep saying, it's not easy. But it is a premiere this week, so we have made an alteration, and we want to make the alterations so that we're consistent going forward. So at level 2, we're going to give the owners the opportunity this week, just the owners of the horses, not partners or children, unfortunately, to choose the option that suits them. So that is to carry on as they've been going into the stable area as part of the working group without any alcohol, just using the stable's barbecue, opening up the Twiggers area for them to sit in if they're a little bit cold and waiting between races, or alternatively choose to take up the spectators option. The problem with that, Greg, is obviously they get some food and some alcohol access and everything else. They end up in a hospitality bubble and can't go near their horse.
Right.
And that's one of the frustrations we've been trying to deal with, of exactly how we can operate under this scenario. And of course, we want to be careful that we don't trip ourselves up leading to Cup meeting if unfortunately we're at level 2.
Yep.
So we're trying to make it work. As I say, it's not easy, but the owners have got all that information out there now with them. They have to respond to us and indicate where they want to be. They'll be fencing up and checking in and all of that. But I think, look, it's a step forward. It's taken us a little while because we're just trying to hinge our way around Cup meeting with work. And don't want to be giving them something and taking it off them.
Yep.
So, you know, the next group that we'll be looking at will be members and how we can make that work. And as I say, if we didn't have a Cup meeting, it might be a little bit simpler, but we just want to make sure that that works. So, as I say, have a look at all that information that's there.
All right, great night this Friday night. $10,000 first falls, every single race guaranteed, and a $30,000 terminating pick 6. It will be one of the best nights we've had here for 2021, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Great preview by you guys on the box seat. Craig Thompson's going to be in the studio, in the trackside studio, giving some information out with the team there. Obviously, Harness Link have a lot of information. Harness Race New Zealand will have a lot of information. There'll be an awful lot of information online. Diamond Racing, Robert and John Dunn's, Jenna Dunn's team always have stuff. Cullen Racing always have some information. So Michael House, you know, follow all those guys on Facebook and have a look at that.
All right, we'll leave you with this Canterbury Classic. Was it a deep field, wasn't it? And it was won by a very smart horse.
Yeah, Classic Cullen, didn't get his name right this time, but he was a great horse too, and of course part owned by Graham Rogerson at the time. So we'll leave you that on the way out, and have a good night Friday night.
Rain, Howard Bromack, like Messiah, London Legend, give me a break for real, and Bob's Blue Boy into the lane in 27.6 now. Bondi went for the passing lane. Bailey's Dream grabbing flashing red. Bondi up on the insides, coming home well. Classic Cullen out wider with a run. What a go, Bondi, Classic Cullen, Bailey's Dream, Bondi, Classic Cullen dive and got up and won. Classic Cullen, Photo the Miners, storming home. Waipawa lad might have got up to run second with Bondi.